people, I'm Ellie Awesome, and today I'll be showing you what the Sony Smartband Talk can do. So on Sony's official website, the SWR30 is sort of described as an activity tracker, and I think that's a great name for this device because it's not quite a fitness tracker like some people wear to track their calorie intake or how many steps they've taken. It does track how many steps you've taken, but it does a lot of different things, and it's sort of a general activity tracker overall. So this connects to your devices via Bluetooth and NFC, and it's currently connected to my Xperia Z3 phone, and basically this has now become an extension of my phone. So not only will it be able to track my steps throughout the day so I can just see how active I am, but I can see all my notifications from my phone on this. I get text messages, Facebook messages, Twitter notifications, emails, and I can also use this to take phone calls or make phone calls. It's got a built-in microphone and a speaker, and it also has voice control, which I found really cool and super futuristic. Actually, it would be really fun to demonstrate a phone call to you right now with the Smartband Talk, so let's try call my mum.
I'm listening.
Call mum.
Is it Mum Mobile that you want to call?
Yes.
Calling Mum Mobile.
She's gonna be pissed. Hopefully not.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm in the other room.
Why are you ringing me?
I just wanted to test my Smartband for a video.
Just wanted to what?
Just wanted to test my new Sony Smartband Talk.
Okay, what is that?
You remember the futuristic wristband I showed you? You can call people?
Oh, yes, that's working. Good.
Yeah, just wanted to film it. Alright, thanks for your help, Mum.
Oh, thanks very much.
I love you.
Don't you be chasing that.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
Yeah, I am hanging up.
Bye. The Smartband Talk is pretty easy to use and set up, but when you get it, you need to download two apps from Sony. They're completely free. That's the LifeLog app and the Smartband Talk app. The Smartband Talk app sort of allows you to change little things about your band, like whether it's a black screen or a white screen, and you can also install different apps. I've got a world clock. I've added voice control and music player control so I can pause and play songs playing off my phone, but I've got like the headphones on or whatever. This thing also does have the time on it, so it's kind of like a really fancy watch but in a band form factor. But funnily enough, Sony also has a smartwatch, and they've just announced their Smartwatch 2, which is very similar to this. They do very similar things, although the smartwatch has a full color screen, whereas this is e-ink. It's a bit like those e-readers where it's just the black and white monochrome display. And the smartwatch can also you can scroll through your text messages and read the whole thing, or possibly read a whole email, but this only gives you that 3 lines of the first 3 lines of an email or a text. And I guess the watch looks more like a watch, and this is, well, a band. But back to the apps, you'll be made to install an app called LifeLog, and that interacts with your phone and your band. It'll basically track everything you're doing all day. Like, it'll track how much you've walked around, and then it will also track all the things you've done on your phone, like how many times you check social media, or how much YouTube you've watched, and what music and how much music have you listened to. It's kind of crazy, and I like the step counter. It seems fairly accurate. Sometimes it gets a little confused, and it may think I've walked around, and I haven't really. I've just been slobbing at my desk doing nothing. But generally it's on point, but I don't think it's the most accurate step counter I've ever used on a band like this. Overall, I found the Smartband Talk really enjoyable to use. I like that I can get my notifications on my wrist and it serves as a watch. Something to note about notifications on the Smartband Talk: it only shows you about 3 lines of your text message or email, for example. So it's actually great if you're trying to meet up with someone and you've just messaged them, "Where are you?" on your phone. You put it back in your pocket or handbag, and then they message you back and it just appears on your band. You just tap it and you can read it, and you're like, oh, they're just around the corner. Because I'm a woman and I often have my phone in my handbag, and I know it sounds lazy, but it's convenient to have it right there and not have to pull it out of my handbag. Actually, that's a fair point for women, because we got so much stuff in there. Like, it's a black hole, so it's nice not having to dig through there to find your phone when someone just texts you okay. Rant over. The band is actually really comfortable and 2 wrist straps are included. So you get a small wrist strap and a large wrist strap which just clip in and are very secure. So you don't have to worry about whether your wrist will be too small or too big for it. You don't have to go out and buy another band that's bigger or whatever. And you can change the colors if you want because there are a few other color options. It's also waterproof to some degree and I really love the e-ink display. It's really easy to read whether you're indoors or in bright sunlight. Doesn't have a backlight though, so obviously you cannot read it in the dark. You just don't. You will see some ghosting though, where you can occasionally see what was previously on the screen as it's still slowly fading away. But the SmartBand Talk actually does a refresh every now and again. The screen flashes white, for example, and then it sort of wipes that away. So, I mean, it's not really a big issue for me. It might annoy some people, but I thought it was fine. I had the previous SmartBand, and that one didn't have a screen, and it would last up to about 5 days with one charge, and I thought that was awesome. So I was a little bit disappointed that this only lasts 3 days, but I guess with the addition of a screen, that's pretty decent in comparison. Plus before I only really used it to track how many steps I was taking and then it just happened to track all my other stuff like social media use. And now this is a watch, it tracks my steps and I get my notifications on my wrist. Random side note though, they've got this little dude that's always standing there or walking on screen and I don't think he needs to be there. I mean, he matches the LifeLog app, I get it, but it's weird. Maybe you'll be able to customize the watch face screen more later, but at the moment you just gotta choose between black and white, the time, and this man's always there. So that's what this thing does, and if I remember to charge it, I do put it on because I think it looks pretty cool. Plus it serves as a watch, and I get my notifications on my wrist, but otherwise, I mean, I don't know if you want to buy it or not, but it's fun to have, and it's fun to show off to people. That's for sure. Hi, Dick Tracy speaking. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button for me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I should get back to you. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Ellie Awesome. Bye. What is the best way to test a speaker? Dance party!